Hello! I'm back again. Whoa. With another video of me playing a video game. And guess what? It's another Doki Doki Literature Club video. It's been a while. It's been more than 2 years since the original game was released. And now we have the new and updated Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which doesn't say on this main screen that it is Plus, but I'm sure it is. I go onto Steam and it says that's what's running, so hopefully this is the right thing. But yes, I'm just going to be playing through the game, seeing what's new, and I'll condense it down into one edited video, which may take a while. But yes, obviously you won't, unless I've got something to say, most of the time you won't be seeing stuff that's the same as the original game. But yes, let's get started. Enter my name. Okay. Cool. Is this gonna be any, like, I didn't see any option to play like the extra scenes, so I don't know how I'm gonna get there. It's kind of funny that the first thing he wants to join is the anime club. Don't know why that's funny. God, it's so nice playing this game again after a while. Like, I know this is just the base game, and I'm assuming I'm gonna have to finish the base game before I get the extra content. I don't know. But it's just nice playing it again, although I'm in for some depression, I guess. God. Good choice, mate. Or go to the D&D club, that sounds pretty good as well. And Natsuki made cupcakes. So hell yeah, you have to go now. So far, are these visuals updated? I can't tell. Actually, I kind of just realised that the main reason we joined this club is because of Natsuki. You know, thank you for that. For introducing us to the horror of this game, Natsuki. For forcing us to join because of cupcakes. Ah, so the introductions again. We have Girl 1, what a great name. And Girl 2, even better name. Girl 3, oh my god, what a great cast of characters. I've forgotten so much stuff. God, forgot about his reaction as well, oh my god. Well, I don't know if I'd call all of them cute. You just confessed that you don't read, why are you here? Yeah, not much for a reader, you know, you kind of maybe wonder why I'm even here, or he. Do I refer to the character as myself? I don't know. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Yeah? You know, well done, Dan Savato, patting yourself on the back. Oh, horror, okay, this is... That is a very explicit foreshadow. You know, telling you about a twist and then saying horror. Oh, actually, if you went back there, he changed his opinion of them from cute to beautiful. Okay. Now it's time to write a poem. You know, as a second playthrough, I could do a different route to get to see the game differently. You know, because it's not always good to do the same thing. Because last time I did Natsuki, so this time I could do Sayori, or I could do that one. But yeah, what should I do? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good unanimous decision. If we're definitely not doing this thing, and we've already done Natsuki, then I guess it's no, we're doing Natsuki again. Bubbles. Imagination? No. I have to reset the game. I chose one that was related to her. I have to restart. fun. No, stop it. There we go. That means we got the correct route. Parfait girls. I wonder if there's actually, if this is based on anything. Be interesting. Where my demographic are simply terrible. Yeah, this artwork is definitely cleaned up. This definitely looks better. I went to go and have my tea. And so I exited the game. And it actually went to this screen here, which, you know, has the side stories on it. So you don't have to finish the game to get the side stories. They're right here. Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. So, we seem to have Trust Part 1 unlocked, and Trust Part 2 not to be unlocked. But before we get into that, we've got files here. So this is instead of actually going into your character, into your files on the computer. This is to allow it on Switch and stuff. So we can open the oh, okay, we can't. Can I open them? Okay, we can't open those. Can we go into the game? I can't open any of this. Can I open this? Oh, okay, so we know whose words are whose. That's nice to know. I can have a quick look at Natsuki's words. Cute, fluffy, pure, candy, shopping, puppy, kitty, clouds, lips. Yeah, okay. Email? Okay. I'm wondering when we actually get the interesting stuff. I don't know when that is put there. Pictures. These are all the unlockable pictures. So we've got nice Natsuki one, sorry, one of everyone. Set it as my wallpaper. Does that set it as my wallpaper on my home screen? No, it sets it on here. Okay. Nice. Actually going to set this one as my wallpaper. Because the other one's a bit distracting. We've also got these backgrounds, which are nice. Oh, that's nice. I like that. They all look exactly the same. But yeah. We have the settings, obviously. Okay, side stories. Let's go to the first side story. Okay, oh, new location. Nice, looking good. And this looks like an updated visual background, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, everyone, I will be now reading out the voices because this is new content. I am not going to do special voices for all the characters, because that's hard. The Literature Club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I miss a debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. Oh, so maybe she has no members in the Literature Club. Really starting to lose confidence. Monica's the only member of the Literature Club. Okay, yes, I guessed that right. In the days that have passed, all her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe no one is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realises it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Hello? Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I never do this. All this music, it's a bit loud. Is this the Napping Club? Okay. No, this is... Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that it's in fact the Literature Club. This is kind of interesting though, because if we think about the world of DDLC, it's a game, right? So does that... And Monica realises it's a game. And I'm assuming, like, the world is created as the game starts. Like, there isn't all this back stuff. So, like, did this actually happen? Or is this just, like, extra stuff? Like, I know it's Like, it's not part of the main game, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to keep club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Do you like hugs? I guess. Oh, that's nice. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sarah whispers loudly, "Is that even possible?" Hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Oh, yeah. Okay, is that it? Or is it going to continue? Oh, it is going to continue. Okay, I wonder how long these side events actually are. A day passes and the time comes for the Literature Club, so Monica and Sarah to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes. Oh my god, what a long wait. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late, It's okay, welcome back. And she spins over and deposits the sheet on Monica's desk. What's this? Now, is this another poem? Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. That's a nice poem. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems, not problems. Like sharing poetry we write and stuff like that. Wow, that is exactly what you do. Except it seems like it was because of a different reason in the base game, but whatever. I would love that. Such a good way to learn about each other, you know? It's like we have so many emotions we can't express to each other usually, but you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah, I think that's helping me to form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me, well, even though it was by accident. Me too. Felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels like I kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I'd love that. Oh, jeez, I'm getting really distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstorm's so hard. Okay. That was like a brain hurricane. Oh, that's very funny. Yeah. What is that face? My brain's a natural disaster. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What have we told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, sorry, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Don't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club, okay. Oh, I was thinking of a friend of mine. Okay. Yeah. That's me. Or not me, that's the character. But are they actually different? Yes. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. Fine. How do we get that across to people? We can be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us, okay. That is kind of... Oh my gosh. What? I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have got too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Weren't you late? Yeah, never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay. Let me take a second. She dashes out the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there's a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Are you sure she's not just doing homework? I can tell she's really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. It stands up from it, yeah? The two depart from the classroom with Sarah leading the way. Sarah leads Monica over to a particular classroom and then lowers her voice to a whisper. See? In here! Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intensely reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. Should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, I'd probably scare her away. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom. I'm wondering if we're going to get new art during this. Hopefully we are. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What's happened? When I entered the classroom, I should even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. Oh my god. Oh, that's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and wants to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the classroom, Sarah feeling rather accomplished and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed. Just like, talk to her, Monica, come on. It's not that hard talking to people. What's this? So she appears at a sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself, join the lecture club right the way into your heart. That's so cute. Sarah keeps on calling Monica cute. I thought it was a little over dramatic. But, so frozen and thinks for a moment, you know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like you can tell from talking to you today. Seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, okay. I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So, I'm just really afraid of deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision? Well, he's a robot that's actually got the AI from Tony Stark and... It's... Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Smiling, Sarah taps her fingers against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of everyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, but I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sarah's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really going to make this the best club ever. Sarah nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sarah, but she sighs it was something she probably needed right about now. Yeah, it's very nice. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. She wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I can use to help lead people to happiness. Well, that doesn't go over well, does it? Literature is the key to that. Because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who we're forced to always smile and blend in. Person who's forced to be perfect. Is she already self-aware? Who knows? Monica suddenly noticed a folder on the floor by her desk. I thought she was going to notice that the player was here for a second. Did Sarah leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. More poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The colour of the scent is so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, every day. Pluck, pluck, so pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck. I'm going to die in you too. Well, that isn't eerie. Beneath my feet a flower stands alone, it beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland, the fruits of my labour, the carnage of my joy, and that is why I've decided I must become the flower. That is very ominous. Yeah, this shows maybe she's slightly depressed. What the? Wait. Sayori? Okay. Interesting. Now we've got part 2. But we've also got some more pictures. We've got this other picture. Oh, that looks nice. Other picture of Monica. That looks nice as well. The new artwork. We've got the new poems, which are creepy. Anything else? Oh yeah, this is yes, this is the new background. I knew there was a difference. But yes, let's do the second side story. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Though Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sarah's poem. Oh yeah, that was kind of a depressing poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the centre of attention? Sarah's going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her come for me instead of the other way around. Kind of club president does that. This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. Well, is that sort of normally something you do when you just meet someone? Now, it does put into perspective the actual main game, because it makes you feel like this Monica is definitely a lot different from the main game Monica, because the main game Monica has like sentience or whatever. She knows she's in a game. So this one is the Monica here realizes Sarah's feelings and feels guilty about not asking about them, whereas the Monica in the base game is fine just turning that depression meter up to max. So yeah, it's quite interesting actually. So much for the stupid vision. Sarah enters the club room with a usual smile, but upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica, is everything okay? I'm really sorry, I'm such a terrible friend. What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problem's so trivial compared to yours. Sarah responds quickly. What are you talking about? But she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sarah mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy, so if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sarah isn't ready to share certain things, but as unfair it is to Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friends. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But, can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to thoughts. This is the literature club. It's a place where people can express themselves in a way that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sarah smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Never to help it, Monica returns Sarah's smiles. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. So you can just Start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. Get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what actually is important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper and starts writing on. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. Oh, I'm kidding. Monica scribbles out "you idiot" after she writes it down. No, I'll keep it. Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Yes. Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... Well, yeah. Beneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, "you idiot." She stares at the page. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I write that down when I'm mad at myself for, and then I did the exact same thing anyway. Kind of mad how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did the exact same thing anyway. Which is really going to take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica and Sarah proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club, not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Ah, well that was nice. The literature club is truly beginning to take form, but without the weight of Monica's shoulders, only becomes heavier. Debate club was always about rigid structure, formulating outright points. Airtight points, not alt-right. And counter points and delivering them with conviction. It's about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it, and existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself. For real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny ball of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the page. "Come on, Monica, just move your hand," Monica writes. "This is what I get for seeking perfection. I stay in." Wow, okay. This is still going pretty deep, even if it's not the horror. It's still pretty deep. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today. "I'm here." "Hi." Monica hears Sarah approaching her desk, then stops for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. "Bad day?" Me too." "You too?" "The new flyers look so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also everything else, I think." "I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable." Sarah takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. "Can I trust you?" "Of course. You can trust me with anything." Sarah gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Standing the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sarah's desk and reads it. Oh. "Sometimes I want to die." Wow, yeah. This is still heavy. It's much more in character driven, but it... God. Sayori. This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. There's something about me that I've never told... That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. She prepares herself to continue. Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem. I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts I have. It's just so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they couldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. So I pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making it look almost like an entirely different person. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. Feeling of connection as Sayori emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you'd like. Now that's some nice art. Through their contact, Monica can also almost feel the torment of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in that moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that of all the days that have passed, this was the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything, I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone will be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. God, you're not, Sayori. You're definitely not. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you pull with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs to be right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you, it's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are the ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. Yeah, you would hope so. You have so much value. To me, and your other friends too. This club wouldn't be the same without you. I really, really mean that. Your coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if you're never gonna get any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favourite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her tears. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me, but any other time I'm sure that things are the way they usually are. That's what makes you happy. Thanks, you're the best. Now you are. Ah. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sari nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course, it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I'll do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sari suddenly yawns and stretches. Well, that made me tired. And hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. I'm assuming this is Yuri, and we're gonna get the side story. But not now, anyway. Pictures. We've got new pictures. We've got this one, which is a really nice picture. And is that it? God, wow, that was definitely emotional. It's kind of hard to put into words. Just, yeah, wow. I'm sort of just sitting here, and I don't know why I didn't expect something like that, but I just didn't. Okay, Future Jack here. Decided to finish the video here, and that's because there's just too much content in this game. These side stories, like half an hour to an hour long each, and it'd just be too long of a video. So I decided I'm just going to do part 1 here. Maybe that'll be the last one. I don't know, because I've recorded the next side story, next half, but I just kind of want to play it on my own. I'm not really finding time to record it. Got other stuff to do, so I think this just be the end of the video here. It's just this wrap of the first side story. You kind of understand what's going on. There's also not really a lot to react to. It is just kind of more insight, but it isn't really like reactable. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe make another one of these. Maybe I won't. Yeah, see you next time.